her mom cooked, right? And they used to eat off like paper or plastic or styrofoam plates, but the man of the house or the man in the house always ate on glass plates. So by accident, she went to give me a styrofoam plate, but I ain't know no better. I went to go take it, and her mom's like, no. And then she told her, don't you ever do that. Go get the real plates. He's a real man. You feed him the real way.
Or the Hispanic?
Yes. So then I never ate off a paper plate again. You know what I'm saying? Since then. So then, after that relationship ended, a year or some odd change later, I get into a new relationship, and she tried to, I went to her mom's house, right, where we had a whole dinner, and she tried to give me a paper plate, and I looked at this shit like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not gonna lie. I would feel disrespected too. Don't serve me on no paper or plastic.
Right?
wrong?
But
I
then
don't eat off of that.
her mom had to correct her.
She did.
Her mom corrected her. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, I never really had a man that I was serving before.
What is so wrong?
I just want to know what's wrong with y'all.
I'm just trying, like.
So, Amanda, you bring paper plates?
I don't serve nobody. Okay?
Speak on it.
Okay.
I'm
You serve
the
yourself.
servee. I'm the servee. Okay?
You're the servee.
Fair.
Okay? But it's like, okay, kudos to the mom for correcting her. All right?
Shout
Because
them out.
Especially if that's their thing.
Love them still.
But I think that is I don't want to say old school, but I don't really know if that's being taught in this generation, but my mom does not serve my dad paper plates, even if we eating on paper plates. I don't give a fuck about eating on no paper plate because I'm not washing the dishes. I'm going to eat on the paper plate. All right? And if I'm giving somebody else food,
You're going to give me a paper plate?
I just, even if I do though, right? Even if I'm
gonna
not
give me a-
thinking too hard about it.
If Rico went to your house,
If it's
and there was
Rico,
food.
of course he's getting a paper plate.
You know, Amanda.
Like, if it's
I used to
my
like
person,
you.
if it's my person, you're serving your person, then don't give them the paper plate. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just having company, I don't know. Is that a thing?
I'm gonna
like,
be honest.
Well, maybe company might be
You gonna
different
eat off what I eat off of. So if I eat off of a china or a glass plate, then you can eat off a china.
That's what I'm saying.
But
If
I'm not
my
about
house-
to give myself a paper or a plastic or a disgusting styrofoam plate and give you china.
Well, I mean, you have the option. It's your choice. It's your world for you.
I don't
No,
know.
But
I'm
even,
saying, like,
but
I'm
what-
kind of like
why were they eating off of
flabbergasted
paper?
at Rico's
because maybe they
reaction.
didn't. But what I'm saying is, I wasn't saying that they're eating as on paper to make it less than, but that's because that was their choice. But no matter what your choice is, you can never affect the others.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
Because if
have
daddy
a
don't eat off of paper, then he don't eat off of paper.
I got a
Okay,
whole
but
theory.
hold
And
on.
that, and
Hold
her,
on,
their
I wanna
parents,
ask
the
Rico.
dad of the house was a boss. I fuck with him.
As he should be.
He was a boss dude. Like he would come in, everything was cooked, clean, boom. And he said, "How you doing?" But how you
So-
doing? Like,
Rico.
Yeah.
Before her mom corrected her in, giving you a, regular plate, have you ever been served? Like, is that anything that ever crossed your mind before that happened?
no, but like here's the thing. No, right? Because whenever we did eat, we always both ate on glass plates. You know what I'm saying? Because when we ate, we usually ate together when we were eating there, right? But when that moment happened, like that was the first time in my mind, because usually when all right, guys, this is gonna make me proud. What would happen is, since we want to get into it, I would pull up. Whenever I pull up, she most likely had already eaten, and my food was either hot and ready when I got to the house, and it was hot and ready on a glass plate. If not, we ate together, right? So when that moment, I was there for the whole cooking process. I was already there. So then when she just tried to feed herself on a paper plate and then tried to put another paper plate in my hand, no, it never crossed my mind because I never had somebody correct it. And I was, 24 years old, 23? So at that point, from that point on,
Look at
I'm not
face.
going back.
So that I just want to know if that was your first instance with that happening, why would you then look disgusted at someone trying to give you a paper plate? Because now
Yeah.
you're expecting it. Now you have some kind of expectancy of a glass plate.
So let me ask you a question. If a guy takes you out on a very expensive date on the first time, would you not have an expectancy, or the bar has been set high enough for you to maintain a certain standard for the type of dates that you want to go on.
I get where you're
So
going
now-
with this.
so-
But if it was the same girl and at a later date she tries to give you a paper plate, I would understand you looking at her like, bitch, you know what the fuck is up. But if it was like a whole different girl and it's like,
You know what that
cannot
tells me?
expect the treatment.
Yes, I can. Because first of all, how you treat me initially is gonna tell me what you think of me, and it's gonna tell me where we're going. So if you treat me as if I'm disposable, like a paper plate, right? Then I already know that I'm kind of disposable to you. But if you treat me with the utmost respect, now I know that you're actually more interested in me. And we're talking about if we're in
Can I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am.
So what if that
I gotta start
woman,
thinking hard about plates.
what if that woman
Yeah.
is in fact eating on a Chinette, you know, like the nice paper plates, you know,
Or
whatever.
just a glass plate,
Don't
whatever.
serve her no paper plate.
No, but no, that's what I'm
What, at a
asking.
barbecue?
No, that's what I'm asking. If she's
That's
eating
my
on
vision.
if she's
Yeah.
eating on paper,
In the house?
people do it. I don't. So I don't particularly get it, but people do it. They eat on paper in their homes, right? So if she's eating on like a plastic or paper plate in the house, and then she serves that to you, the same thing she's eating on, is that a problem?
Yes, it is a problem. Now it is a problem.
Oh, okay.
There is no reason why I should never have a regular glass plate. I'm not saying it has to be the nicest china. I'm not saying it has, you know what I'm saying? But do not serve me on a paper or plastic plate. Whatever you decide to serve yourself on, that's different.
Do you
Right.
make that like expectation known like up front?
I was just gonna
No,
say, how
I mean,
do you then tell
no,
someone,
Yeah, like,
honestly,
How do you
I don't want that
express
plate.
honestly, I'll be honest. It only happened one time after that bar or that standard was set. It only happened one time. Only one time where I got another paper plate, and that time was corrected by that woman's mother. So what happened for me is like I don't have to actually correct anybody, and I don't think that I'm finding women. Well, the woman that I have a baby with, I never got a paper plate from her, and I never had this conversation with her.